William Whalen here for GetMoreSports.com, and we're looking at the American Athletic Conference, checking in on these guys. SMU sitting at the top, undefeated. Not exactly the most surprising thing that we've seen this college basketball season, but I think what's surprising is who's right under them. I mean, UCF has gotten off to a really good start, winning 4 of their first 6 conference games. And, I mean, here's the thing. All 4 of those wins have come against South Florida and East Carolina. Easily the worst 2 teams in the conference. I get it. But there's something about average teams or surprise teams. When they get a couple wins under their belt, they start learning how to win, even if it's against poor competition. You can get some mojo going. And in college basketball, mojo means quite a bit. Because if you can beat those teams, all of a sudden you get your confidence going. Maybe you go in and you upset a Cincinnati. You upset a UConn. You upset a Memphis. Something like that. Those are games that can help you down the road for UCF. So it'll be interesting to see how they follow up the success that they've experienced early on here in the conference season. Then you look at UConn, you look at Memphis kind of in that next ring. There's a ton of teams within a game or 2 of each other in this conference. Obviously, it's still early. There hasn't been a ton of separation. But I do think that Memphis and UConn, if they're going to separate themselves from the likes of Cincinnati, the likes of Houston, Tulsa, it's going to happen pretty quickly here because the stretch gets pretty darn tough, quite frankly. Road trips. Again, this is the conference season. Road dubs are going to be at a premium for absolutely every team in the country. And it's no different to the likes of Memphis, who really is looking to break out in the AAC for the first time under Josh Pastner. Then you look at UConn, who, quite frankly, if anybody's underachieving in this conference right now, it's probably them with the amount of offensive talent that they have. You have to think that they're a prime candidate to come out of the next couple games as a team that we're talking about again in the AP Top 25. They've been there a couple times this year and fallen out a couple times this year. It's an interesting stretch here for the AAC. How many bids is this conference going to get? Can SMU run the table? Obviously, they have a postseason ban, but it's going to be fascinating to see if they can run the table just for pure intrigue. And then what are teams like Tulsa, what are teams like Cincinnati, what are teams like Houston going to be able to do and recover from after setting themselves up in the non-conference with not the best resume?